Hello everyone, welcome. So, we have a little bit of a situation today. Just a little bit. Things are kinda hard to explain. I've had a problem with the Discord with the realms. There's a problem with it, so since I was planning to do this stream anyway, but since I can't access my realm right now, I figure I've been going through memory lane reliving a bunch of old worlds. You see, with Minecraft, when I started out, it was on an old Mac computer at my parents' home. And while I was back there recently, I decided to see if I could salvage those worlds. So I copied them over onto a flash drive and brought them back here. And I spent time seeing if I could get them to work here, and they did. So I've gone through them and sorted them. Most of them are stuff I didn't spend too much time in or didn't have any significance, just me blowing up random stuff, setting trees on fire. But other worlds had a bit more significance, and I know other people have done videos like this before where they go through their old worlds. I'm gonna do it. I don't care if it's not original, but it's original to me, so. This will be a stream/video of me going over all these old worlds and seeing how what I've done has changed from then to now. So, let me turn the music down a bit. We're going, of course, nostalgic with it. But let's get started. So, where is a better place to start from the beginning? The beginning and the end of this video, the beginning and end worlds are going to be the ones that are actually in order, but all the stuff in the middle just isn't in order. So, we're going to start with what I believe is likely the first world I ever made. Here's some context. I named it Pi. I don't know why. That rhymed. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. But the reason this one is significant is I believe this is, and the reason that led me to believe that I think it's the first one, I could find the dates. I found the dates in the properties of all these worlds and the files, but I don't believe all of these are in order from the dates in the files. Most of them are from 2013, but this one's from 2014, but I have reason to believe that this one was actually made earlier than that. And that's because of this. I haven't touched my inventory, but I believe it was here where I first tried to sort my inventory. And I ended up having to... I had a mouse that came with the Mac in my first survival world. And I got, like, blown up by a creeper and killed by a zombie here and there. I think around this area, maybe. Maybe I can even find the crater, who knows. But the reason is, I didn't have a right-click button. I didn't know I could remap the right-click button. I found it out eventually. But for some time, I didn't know that you could right-click. So I couldn't right-click. I couldn't separate anything in my inventory. That's why I have multiple stacks of spruce planks. I think I figured that out eventually and sorted most of this inventory. But I believe this was the place I spent my first night. It may not be, but this world may not be the very first one, but it at least reminded me of the very first time I had here. Maybe I built something into the side of a wall, but I may have dug a hole in the ground, I believe. I did make a little wooden shack over here without a door and without anything inside of it, so that may be one reason for it. But I don't know if I remember the jungle being there. It may have. I wish I had a world that I played on multiplayer with some of my friends from back then, but I never got my hands on it. Anyway, here's that wooden shack I had mentioned. Again, there's nothing in it. It's just an empty hole. But anyway, that's all I wanted to show for this, but I just wanted to, touch upon my humble beginnings. This was in 2013, was when I made my first world, so. Let's go on to the next one. And I'll just pick and choose. And again, the names of these worlds that are listed on the title screen, you can mostly ignore them. I just named them whatever. Like, one of them's named Helm's Deep, but it's not related to Lord of the Rings at all. I think that's maybe what I wanted to start with, but then it ended up being used for something different. So I'll explain that sort of stuff as we go along. Number 2, I'm going to try to strategically choose which ones. I have here. In fact, I have a list. I'm gonna maybe go in order of the ones that were made the earliest on this list from the files, besides that first one. So in that case, next one up on the list would be Trollolols. Let's go to this one. This was one of the first ones where I actually tried to make a town, and I really liked castles at the time, so I tried to make some sort of little castle town. And this is the result. And again, a lot of these were in either creative or survival, but for the sake of exploring, I set them all to creative. This is a little fort I had built. Just some quick little fort with a tower, some flag up there. And you go in here, there's like a little barracks room. We head outside, and it's a town. I basically just made my own little town here, nothing too special. More buildings, another tiny miniature fort thing in here. I guess I built a lot of forts. And here's another like fort/jail thing right here. Again, a lot of this was very basic, simple building structures. Like a little blacksmith shop. I guess anvils were in the game back then, huh? And a few boats here. Some really miniature empty rooms. Another boat, very, very simplistic boats. Nothing really in them. And this is the main little build of this world, which is a castle with a keep. And this castle was surprisingly more interesting than I thought, because it's built on this cliff, and there's the main entrance down here, which is below one of the central towers, and this tower goes down all the way here, and you can head up it, and then this leads to inside the walls, so I'm living in your walls right here. And this is the courtyard. I believe this is an entrance to a cave system that actually ends up over here. Through that cave system that's down that ladder, there's a exit here. That is also part of the cave system down there. But besides that, there's like a little throne room. Some other things. Again, pretty simple stuff. If the music's too loud, let me know. I'll turn it down. But, that's pretty much this one, plus this, like, little lighthouse right here. And ignore that village in the distance. A lot of these worlds ended up having, new terrain created beyond their borders. I never traveled too far in most of these worlds, except for one exception, so we'll get to that one. Because, again, I don't know my mindset. A lot of this was me and my sister messing around, so you'll see a lot of things that say Lily, that's just my sister, and the stuff we did together, so, there's a few worlds like that. Alright, let's head on to the next one. New World, I'll save that for a little bit, because that one is, despite a default name, is one of the biggest and most important. But, next up is Helm's Deep. I'll get this one over with. Again, I don't know why I named it Helm's Deep. It has nothing to do with Lord of the Rings. It was a survival/creative hybrid world between me and a friend of mine named John. I still talk to him to this day, but again, these were the glory days of like early middle school, so there were like various holes in the ground. But the main part of this world is right here. Pardon that, outside, my roommates are watching the draft pick right now. They're watching the 2022 draft, so they may pop off here and there. They let me know. But yeah, this is some little castle courtyard thing with a floating cake. One thing is, underneath this place, there's this tunnel system that I think I built, and I lined it with mossy cobble, which makes me think that this was a mix between survival and creative. I think we got pretty far in this, though, because we had pretty good inventories. Here, let me try finding an exit. Again, this is a pretty in-depth tunnel system, because it goes between all of these different areas. Little indoor farm here. I believe this is for my friend's room right here, maybe. Can't tell, but yeah, we had pretty well-stocked stuff. I had to replace some of these paintings, because they fell off the wall when I made the world. Or brought it over to here. So yeah, you have some carpeted flooring. I forgot how early carpet was installed too. Actually, maybe this was my house and the other one was his. I think that was the case. I think this was my house. And I had like a pool here, but the pool like leached down into the other room, so. If we head back outside, yeah, I think this was my house. What else do we got? Little trash can, an enchanting room. I believe this had a lot of our nether gear. Yep. Again, this is all like, you know, old nether, old sort of stuff. I believe I first started playing on 1.8, or whichever one added the Ender Dragon. So, I always had the hunger bar, but yeah. Don't know what this is. This is just some building made out of clay. Not too much else. This is his house, I think. Right here. He had a bunch of sheep and stuff outside. We head inside, and it's a nice, spacious little mansion thing. Big old table there for guests. You go outside, there's a bar out here and a pool. Head back inside. Not too much else, like a floating TV, all this other stuff. Fancy light fixtures. So, yeah, and a little table you can push a minecart on. Basically, again, it's a simple little world, but it was like one of the first times I had done a lot of multiplayer Minecraft with a friend, so. Although I didn't remember this world too much compared to some other ones. That's like a tower in the distance from us going underground. There's a few of those where we got bored and we just wanted to come back up, so. Alright, on to the next one. And yes, these all have been opened in the most recent version, so they were all converted to the most recent version. But these are copies. These aren't the actual... I didn't move the original world, I just copied them. This is one called... which one should we go with next? I'll go to the ones with my sister in a bit. Let's just go to this one. This is called Birthday World. At first I thought this was a world I made for my sister for her birthday, for her to mess around in, but the date it was created did not match up with her birthday, and it was made at a time where it couldn't have been her birthday. So this is a super flat world. I believe I made this for a friend of mine then. So I tried to like make a birthday cake and stuff, but the thing is, it was roller coasters. So we're gonna ride some roller coasters right now. Although I think one little bit of the roller coaster doesn't work properly. Actually, I believe it was this one, so I hate to alter these, but let me make sure this can work as intended. Alright, and I believe we're ready to go. And again, ignore the modern stuff that spawned over there. I guess my render distance was higher now than it was back then. But let's get going. It's just me wanting to make something to impress this friend of mine. I'd have to see which one it was, but yeah, because I think that said 12 years old. But on that cake, I believe, so I don't know who that would have been, but again, part of my childhood, I guess. Some drops here and there. Some looping. I forgot about all the slimes. Oh, and a slime stopped me. Actually, let me turn mobs off. There we go. Get back in there. There we go. We were slowing down a bit, but we'll pick up speed again. Yeah, the nostalgic music in the background really does make things different, because I never play Minecraft with the music on. I just have a playlist going, or that one video. Oh yeah, you could open that, it had like a diamond in that chest or whatever. Again, just little, I don't know, just little entertainment frivolities. Then we're gonna go inside the cake again. You know, I don't think a wool cake would taste that good, but I don't know, I've never eaten one before. I believe there was also a second. Funny thing is, this isn't the first time I built a roller coaster inside of a giant Steve. So, because there's another coaster. Let's find the second one. I believe it's right here, because there's actually a hidden lounge inside of here as well. But let's ride the coaster first. This one will take you all the way up. The entrance to the lounge is through that little water stream. I didn't realize that until after I finished the coaster beforehand when I was first going over these worlds. But again, I really did enjoy being able to go down memory lane, so. And again, it's different for everyone, because I know a lot of us have these old Minecraft worlds we cherish, so. We're inside an arm right now. Cost me an arm and I like to build, but I don't know. Oh, that's the entrance for the club. You go up, there's an arcade over there that's in glass. There's a pool right there. There's like a bar over there, and it has like some snacks that you can buy. And, yeah, just, you know, silly little stuff. And then you go down to go all the way up again. I like making drops in these. And for some reason, I really wanted to maximize every square inch of space I could fill with a minecart, so. As you can see, just sliding all over the place. And you were supposed to pull a lever and it would open that up for you. I guess I forgot to reset it. I should have made it a button instead, but oh well. And now we're back where we started. And of course, I'll just take a quick trip inside that bar I was talking about. This little club thing inside of the giant Steve. Here's a little... That's supposed to be an arcade, I think. Some old villagers. And, again, just a little basic bar with some pricing. You can buy a golden apple for $50. I don't know. It's kind of arbitrary. Hey, Davy, welcome. We were going through a nostalgia stream. If you missed some of the earlier parts, this will be on demand as well. Ooh, that doesn't sound fun, Davy. Ooh. Well, good luck with that. Ooh, I remember I had to get a lot of dental work around this time, too. That was when, around this time was first, well, maybe a few years after. Maybe once we'll get to some of these later worlds, that would be the time where I had to get some, like, surgery for my braces, because I really had trouble with braces growing up, so. I'm nostalgic for this, but I am not nostalgic for all the dental work I had to get done. But, oof. Yeah, that's a different part of my childhood. I didn't want to remember as much, but anyway. Yeah, I don't know who I built this to, but they were turning 12 when I built this world for this friend of mine back then. And again, I'm not showing you all every world, because a lot of these old worlds are just one or two buildings, and they aren't too interesting. Like, my sister would build a lot of worlds that are just a giant brick house with a lot, like, big windows and dogs. Just a lot of tame dogs sitting down everywhere, and that would be, like, half of the stuff she built. But, yeah. I need to show her some of these sometime, too. I'll do that eventually. Speaking of her, we'll do 3 worlds related to that. Let's start with this one. So, yeah, my sister is named Lily, not was. But, yeah, she was really young at the time of a lot of this. And this world stuck out to me. You kind of saw a peek of it there for a second. Because I had my own moment of disappointment. Also, Dabby... on a good day, on a Tuesday, smash, but every other day of the week, pass. But anyways, we're getting off topic. This world was the first time I experienced disappointment. You want to know why? I found this in this world. I did not build this. I didn't touch my inventory either. I found this, baby. That is why that's the thumbnail. Oh, hey, Altair. Yeah, I had my last final today as well, so all my finals are done. But, yeah, so... Yeah, Cloud in 4K, yeah. But, my genuine moment of disappointment right here. That is I didn't know I tried this in my childhood. I heard the memes about it. But, again, I didn't touch this inventory, but you can tell these used to be potions. Like, one of these worlds I loaded into were night vision potions, but I guess they changed the IDs for all the potions. So even though I had the night vision effect on me, all the potions now say water bottle instead of night vision. But anyways, yeah, I tried to go to the Aether and with my sister, and it did not work. So that was pretty saddening. But I didn't know I had that moment of disappointment, so. Besides that, it's just a, you know, desert village. I think she had, like, built a little hut for some stuff. I don't know what else is down here. Not much. Although, is this like a little tunnel? I don't know if I saw that. It is a little tunnel, but it just heads inside of this house. Yep, not too much special. Just a little village with, like, I don't know, exploring some caves underneath. I checked in the Nether. There's nothing interesting in the Nether here. I don't think I saw anything really interesting in the Nether. Probably, there were some worlds that did have interesting stuff in the Nether, but I haven't found them yet. Or at least, I don't know if I went into the Nether on every single world. I'd have to look at that later. But I know I did here. Nothing really showed up. So yeah, that's the main reason I would want to visit this one. But anyway, you have a good night, Dabby. Thank you for visiting the stream. And I believe now we will head on to the next world. The only reason I mentioned the Nether is because there was one world where I built like a prison in the Nether. But, oh, I believe that was on my phone. I've yet to go over the worlds that... Because there are like 1 or 2 worlds that are on my phone that I never ported over to this PC, and I probably should do that at some point. I will show you all the world I did port. I did show it off in another stream before. I did have a stream where I went through a few of the worlds I'm going to show off today, but I'll make them shorter when I do. Anyway, let's just do the rest of the worlds that my sister helped make. Just run through these. Alright. Is this the one that... this one is an exception to all the others. As you can see, my sister made these buildings because she loves making big, blocky buildings with random glass and bricks and the dogs in them, like I mentioned. She loves making buildings like that. But the main thing is, there is... Oh, here's another building. I don't think that's just another little blocky house. But I didn't spawn here. I spawned somewhere else. I spawned 5,000 blocks away from spawn when I was originally here. I went all the way to spawn and found this, and this is why. I don't think I built this. I think my sister built this. This is all the way at the other end where I first spawned. So, if I have reason to believe, she built a 5,000 block long brick pathway like this, all the way on her own. I don't know why she did this, but she did. Also, there's some random weird stuff with the water. But we're not going to travel the whole way like this. Let's use the old teleport to get to the other end, because I believe I saved the coordinates. Brick houses. Yep, let me just copy and paste these in. If I got the right coordinates, we'll see. Maybe I got the coordinates wrong, but... Oh, no. We're near the end. We need to go this direction, I believe. And that will end us up at another island. If I'm correct. I don't know how far it was. Maybe it was negative 5,500? Oh, yes it was. This is why. I believe she wanted to find a mushroom island. And she finally found one. And of course, she colonized it by building another brick house with glass everywhere. And instead lining the floor with cake for some reason. That would probably be pretty messy. But yeah, this is the only one of these old worlds where we traveled out that far. So I think she may have done this one by herself, because I don't remember anything about this world. Alright, on to the next one. Yeah, I wouldn't imagine spending that much time laying a brick path all the way over there. Come on. There's one more world with her, and then we'll get into some of the other stuff. Because this is going to go from, like, old to new, basically. Sort of. It's jumping around a little bit, but in general. And again, I wish I had some of the worlds from my phone. I only have one of the worlds from my phone, and it's been shown on the channel before, like I said. Maybe someday I'll port over the other ones. I had one where I tried to make a bunch of cities, kind of like our new, like a bunch of cities in one world, like our realm that we have. But on a much smaller scale. The buildings are tiny. Anyways, this one is another sort of world where there's a bunch of roller coasters and a giant Steve, but I know it has Lily in the title, and of course she made a brick house made out of glass. I don't know why that's always the case. She just really liked to make those. So this is, we're going to go on a ride here this ride is called The Cave. We're going to go on the cave ride, everyone. The bastardized cousin of Stairway to Heaven. Brick Road to Cushland. That sounds like an interesting stoner film. Anyway, yeah, that was all that roller coaster was. It was just a big old drop. And here we have another coaster with a ticket booth. Let's go in this one. There's a little guy trapped in the ticket booth with a piece of paper and 3 redstone dust. This ride is called the Tour Bus. All right, we're gonna ride the Tour Bus now. So is that anything special over there? No, that's just a pool of lava. For some reason, I had this delusion when I was first starting in Minecraft where I wanted to make a moving ship, and I thought, or like an airplane. I wanted to make a flying airplane, and my train of logic was, if you can shift-click and place a block on top of another block like this, you can hold shift and right-click like this, right? And chests are a block that you can do this to, right? You can place a chest, and you can shift-click to place an item on top of a chest, right? My line of logic was this. What if I messed with the game by placing a minecart with a chest, and then right-clicking on top, or shift-right-clicking on top of it to place a block? Would it tie it to the chest to where they're connected, and then I could push that minecart chest down the track, and it would make whatever I built on top of it move with it? That was what I was thinking. What I was thinking was the Archimedes ships mod back then, but I didn't realize mods were a thing, so I was disappointed when I found out I couldn't do that. But that was just a fun little anecdote from my childhood. Anyway, let's go ride this ride. It says, caution, you will get wet. Alright, let's go. Coasters and diamond blocks, baby. Yeah, we riding with diamonds. Whoa. Alright, yeah, this is slower than I thought it would be. I guess the game's just trying to load this. Ooh, we have some spooky, scary TNT here. Oh no. Why is it so slow? This is all redstone. Oh, now we got... It's like slingshotting us here and there a little bit. And what makes me think this is another world I made for someone's birthday is there's a birthday cake over there, and we'll go see that. But, I just love that you approach the screen like the Rock meme. No, oh wait, no, like the eyebrow tilt. I'm thinking like the Megamind. Someone's probably made a cross between that, honestly. But this goes through, I believe, a village right now with some of the walls blown out of it. We just break into their homes. And again, these old villages make me really nostalgic, like the old, non-updated villager houses. So. And of course, at the end, you get plopped down right into the water here. So. And I believe there's one more coaster. I think this is the last one. What is this one called? This ride is called The Drop, with 2 spaces in the middle. Alright, let's ride the drop. Need to check how old the Archimedes ships mod is. Yeah, because I ended up getting that mod eventually with mod packs. I never knew how to use Forge to install individual mods. I always loved watching mod showcases. So many of them. I would watch so many mod showcases, but I never actually learned how to install mods. Oh, here's the big drop. Whee! So instead, I ended up just getting like Feed the Beast and Technic or whatever, and I would do mod packs. Sorry, voice crack. But one of those mod packs had Archimedes ships in it, and I had so much fun with it. In fact, there's another world I want to show off later on at some point, but it's on one of those mod packs, and it would take too much time to get that world out. I may try to open that at a later date and rely that later, or do another thing with that. Because that was a cool world, and it had like a lot of mod pack stuff, and I made this really cool walled city called called Grafgar. And if you notice anything in the new realm, the city of New Grafgar is named after that old one that was on this modded world that I never told anyone about. So that's why that one town that your boy Dick owns is called New Grafgar. But anyways. Also, I saw this. Here lies Fluffy the Wolf. I believe my sister made a grave. We're gonna do some grave robbing here. You can drop down here. And oh, that's sad. I guess she actually did have a wolf that died because she got really attached to her Minecraft wolves. Very protective. Again, you can tell, say it with me, you can tell it's a building my sister made when it's brick, has glass everywhere, and a bunch of dogs sitting down at the bottom. See? That's every single one, no matter what. You can tell she's been there if she made one of those. This may have been for her birthday, though, because you can open this. This is another room with a cake. So, drop down here. There's a bunch of cake in it. And over here, really, I made a staircase out of brown wool coming out of the butt of the Steve statue. Very funny. Although I don't think there's anything special in here. It's just some staircases, I guess, and then it heads up to the mouth, and then you can jump in the mouth like this. So, nothing special. And then there's like a floating jail cell for some reason, with a cobweb in the corner. It just says jail, so cool, I guess. Anyway, that's it for this world. Are you trying to say Chekhov's sign? Trademarks are trademarks, yeah. Yeah, everyone has their signature building style, like that one architect in the lore. And it sucks because that one issue, if you saw in the Discord, I made that issue about, or I posted about that issue with Realms deleting all the books. So you know all those books I spent so long, like, spending a few hours making these books from Google Docs into actual Minecraft books and hiding them everywhere? They're all blank now. Like, apparently this is happening to a bunch of other people's realms as well, where half of their signs are blank, all the books are empty. Like, there's still the page numbers, where I have, like, a 20-page book, I flip through it, and it used to be a giant, like, book with a letter or a newspaper written in it. Now it's all empty. It's just blank pages, but there's, like, 20 blank pages. And then every sign I placed in the past month is now invisible. The text is still there, but it's all invisible. Like, I can use a command to check the data that's on that sign, like get data for the block or whatever, and it shows the text I put in, but all of these recent signs that are, like, more recent than a month old or something are just empty or invisible now, and I'm gonna have to probably redo every single one of them, and that's hundreds of signs because I recently started renaming all of the roads and, like, making all these roads and house numbers for all these other cities like Prometheus, and it's such a pain in the ass. But anyway, I'm ranting too much. We'll deal with that later. We'll burn that bridge when we get to it. Let's just head on to the next world. Let's see what the next one is, because there's a really big world I want to go to before we get to the more recent ones. And I believe it's time for that one. This is the last of the old worlds. This one is called New World. This is the one I spent all my time on building random crap in that I would always return to. So we have a lot to unpack with this one. Altair says, it is nice just looking back at stuff that gives you a reminder. Yeah, I liked having all those, all these look-backs and nostalgic look-backs to especially distract from the modern stuff. So, anyways, thank God I saved all that stuff in Google Docs. But we start in this world with a beautiful lava cast of this forest that I burnt down. I don't think there's anything special in the Nether. We'll check it out real quick, but I doubt there's anything worth looking at. The main meat of this world is further down. And it's a lot, trust me. I watched so many Minecraft videos back then during the heyday on YouTube. The very first heyday with all those people. I watched the Yogscast religiously. I never finished their Tekkit series, though, or the whatever one with all the Jaffa Cake Factory thing they had. I never finished it. I tried rewatching it again later, and I watched like 2/3 of it for the nostalgia, but I never finished that one either. So, what's going on here? That doesn't look good. Oh, here's like some gold. Maybe I tried to like summon Herobrine or something. I don't know. I remember looking into a lot of the Herobrine stuff, and I was really afraid of him. Also, this was the point where I just placed a bunch of ice everywhere in the Nether, back when you could do that, and it would melt into water, so we have a bunch of free-flowing water in the Nether. I don't know if it's possible to do that anymore, but anyways, let's head back. Yeah, crazy how much Minecraft shaped 2012 and 2013. And, in fact, remember that part about me watching Yogscast religiously. And I watched a few other channels, because that'll come in handy a little bit later as we're exploring this world. As you can see, I also exploded a bunch of TNT, as every kid does, and placed a bunch of lava, as every kid does. but eventually I would end up doing more and being more constructive on this. So we're gonna go rapid fire through a bunch of random builds, because this is the world where I had all these random builds, and none of them are connected. So this is just some, I don't know what this is. This is just some room. I have no clue what it's for. Anyway, on to this way. And again, it's about how much context I leave for myself. This one is an airplane I built out of stone. It says USA on it, but I built a little airplane, and I dropped some TNT out of it, and I bombed a house. Oh, that doesn't sound very good when I say it out loud, but I was just dropping TNT on a little stone house. This is just some weird pattern. This is a house I partially burned down, I believe. This is me trying to make a TNT cannon shaped like a pistol. It didn't work. This is, I believe, all these missing letters. I was really into creepypastas at the time, so I think this is me trying to make Pokemon Tower, I believe. I think that's what that's supposed to say, because you go on the inside and it says Pokemon Tower, but it uses an @ symbol? I don't know. And there's nothing inside of here, except the words turn, back, and then it says, will you turn it off? And I turned it off. What do you want now? So I guess I fulfilled that prophecy that I set for myself all those years ago, I guess. Again, I really liked dumb creepypastas at the time. Here's some more houses I burned down. I don't know why, I was just a pyromaniac. What else? I like building a bunch of these wooden boats, like wooden ships. So here's one of these many wooden ships. Again, these are a dime a dozen, except for one of them. And I had like a little brig over here. We'll get to the special one later. And of course you go over here. Here's another one of those ships with some like obsidian cannons. A bunch of snow everywhere. But yeah, nothing special. Oh, rip that guy. Actually, here, we'll save his life. There we go. Your life's safe, buddy. This is like a river with a dam, and I like built streams with like sluice gates that you could turn on and off to, you know, control the water. Oh, I guess that's a sticky piston. Well, but and I guess there was a town I built in here and either burned it down or blew it up or something, or flooded it maybe. I don't know. But you can see like the ruins of a wall here or something, all these other random buildings. So I probably ended up doing something horrendous and causing a bunch of death and destruction, but oh well. I tried to summon Hero and insert joke about that one Hollywood actress here, but anyway. This is just some, like, thing where I could flip a switch and it would bring water down there through, like, a pipe. Oh, I didn't see this before. Oh, here's another, wall right here. Another dam. But I didn't see this when I was looking through this the first time. Oh, I guess it's just some underwater room? I don't know what I was trying to do there. I don't know. Heading over here, though, we'll get to that later. That is the most important building right there. Let me see what some of these other random outlying buildings are. You have a few more lava casts here and there. There's a lot of other buildings over here. What does this say? Ash's house. I guess I tried to build the house from Pokemon. I guess again, more Pokemon creepypasta stuff. I was really into Pokemon. I watched the Pokemon TV show a lot growing up at this time, because this was like early middle school. And then I watched a lot of like those old Sonic cartoons, and I think I was really into Sonic the Hedgehog back then, because, of course. And, you gotta have some sort of cringe growing up, always, but, that'll become more important later as we go over here. But this is a sort of hub where I had a bunch of minecart tracks. Let's follow some of these minecart tracks here. This right here is me trying to recreate my old house. I tried to build my old house right here. So this is the opening room. This is the office. In fact, this is the computer right here. This is supposed to be the computer I built this place on. So I don't know why I built it all out of stone bricks, and I didn't put any furniture here. This was supposed to be a window. I did a really bad job at this. This was like the master bedroom, the master bathroom, even though the master bathroom was like on this side, and there was a closet here that I didn't even build. I was really bad at this, but and here's like we'll get to this later, because I made a little like train system. Nothing special, nothing too interesting. This was my old room right here. This is the room I grew up in, and in fact I streamed from this room before. I did my Mouth Dreams review in this room. when I did that one album review. So, oh, okay. But, yeah, this was my room, and it still is, I guess, back at home. This is my bathroom. We have a guest room. We have a little, living room here. You go out here, and there's a pool. Even though the pool's really messed up, and it's not in the right place. Here's my sister's bedroom, and then you had her bathroom, and it exited out onto the pool deck, even though it doesn't even reach the pool deck. It's just really dumb, but, here, let's take one of these railroad paths. I'm gonna spend a lot of time in this world, by the way, because this is the world I built the most stuff on. I believe this is a roller coaster on the left side. On the right side is actually a railroad system, so let's start with the roller coaster. I believe this just takes us on a random little tour of some of the stuff I built here. Like, there's a greenhouse, some other ruined buildings, a lot of ruined buildings, I guess. Oh, up here, I think I built a Sonic statue. Yeah, you can see that right there, because of course I did. I was a cringy little boy growing up. There's a ship. That's the important ship. We'll get to that one later. There's some more ruins. Oh, I don't know why this is unpowered. Let's just push the cart back up the hill. Come on, push it. There we go. I don't know where this will have us end up. It may shoot us back out where we were. I don't know. I don't know what the point of this whole thing was. Back, let me make sure that my chat is updated. Oh, and it ends right here in these, like, weird ruins, I guess. But thankfully, we're not too far from where we started. A few other builds that are over here is a house I built for myself. So this is my house, and it says die on the front, because I guess I was an edgy boy. What's down here? A secret basement with a snowman? I was into some weird stuff, wasn't I? Oh boy, what am I doing? But, yeah, not too much in here. Very small house. And let's head back and ride that... Yeah, let's ride that train. So this is from that other route, the one that goes down the right-hand side. Let's go ahead. And this, I believe, will take us to, like, a switch-off station or a transfer station, I think. Let me make sure the music doesn't pause itself. There we go. Swirl. Oh, it gets bigger. Trust me, it gets bigger. This is the world. I was trying, because this is the one I remembered. I had the most memories about this place, and as I was looking, I'm like, which one's this world? And it turns out it's this. So we came from the place that is my house. There's also Lava Mountain and Space Center. Let's go to Lava Mountain next, since it's kind of self-explanatory. You can see it in the distance there. It's literally a mountain that I covered in lava. In fact, I don't even think we're gonna ride the other route, because I'll just show you all where the space station is. Where's a potion of swiftness? There we go. But yeah, this is the lava mountain that I mentioned. Again, nothing... Oh, lag spike. Nothing too special. It's literally just a mountain with lava on it. Over here... Oh, it's a testing facility. I remember this. I think I watched a playthrough of Portal or something, and I decided to build a testing facility made out of diamonds for some reason. This test, oh yeah, they're numbered egg to chicken. I guess I just numbered all these tests. Lava explosion. I guess I was just trying to test how Minecraft stuff works without needing to go on the wiki. Falling sand. Yep, gravity works. That's that test. Is there gravity? Arrow trap. Can you shoot an arrow? Yes, you can. Again, these were really dumb. And I believe this one was like, I'm testing a door or something, so... Again, nothing too special. I just wanted to be a scientist. a big old science man. And a portal that never worked. I think I got really mad trying to make that work because I placed everything wrong. And if we fly over here, also, if you mean by the music, if you're playing for the stream, there's no audio. Is it not loud enough? Sorry, also, pardon the background. Is this not showing up? I made it a bit louder. Is that too loud? If that's too loud, I can turn it down, but I've been playing music the whole time. I thought I could hear it. I usually have music too loud. I don't know. Here, let me make it a little quieter. Is that loud enough? Anyway, I don't want to distract too long. We head over here. We have a various amount of things. I built a house that looks like it's on fire right here. I have a little airplane right here, nothing too special, even though there's a snowman inside of it, and there's a snowman pilot. I have a campfire right here with a cat. I believe this is something that shot lava arrows, or when lava could light arrows on fire. Let me see if this will work. Where are the arrows? Let's see if it actually works, shall we? Oh, there are arrows in this. Oh, I know why. This is back before they properly worked out how redstone worked, so there wasn't enough, Yeah, I had to put one of these down. Oh, one of them's on fire. What about the other one? Oh, so I don't know why this one doesn't light on fire, but apparently only one of them does. Of course, here's that glorious statue from earlier. And I was never good with statues. There's Minecraft music, but if you mean that Toho music, I don't think that's going back. What? I never mentioned Toho music. I was playing the Minecraft music. That's what I meant. This isn't in-game. Like, if you look, my music is off. I was just, I wasn't playing Toho music. Anyway, that's just my stream music playlist, and it has more stuff than that, but no, I wasn't doing that if that's what you were thinking. Alright, what's over here? What's in this cube? Let's break in here. Oh. Nothing. Oh, it was just I didn't need to break in there. What else is over here? There's a lot of cats for some reason. I have a shrine here. Actually, was this when I was playing Pokemon Black and White, maybe? Which one had, like, all those mythical Pokemon that had, like, Keldeo in it? Because wasn't this something... Oh, yeah, it was Keldeo. Yeah, I think I had played a bunch of whatever game had that one, that Pokemon game. Anyway, this is a big old ship. It looks really ugly. It's just a block underwater, but, I had actual, you know, cannons with this. Also, I didn't know dispensers were so short range. Were all of them like that? Guess so. I just thought dispensers were more powerful. Anyway, this one, I remember, I don't know why I did that. Oh, I just put my own name. That was my old Minecraft username. In fact, that was the username I started with the with that series for the, you know, Realm, that would become the Realm series. But that old account, I ended up losing that account, so this is a different account. But anyway, that used to be my name. I wonder if you could tell what I was a fan of back then. But yeah, my first Pokemon game was Black and White at the time. So. And my first starter was Snivy. But yeah, going down here, I ended up making the crew. I had like a crew of bunk beds for all of this ship, and I ended up naming the crew of the ship, like, just after, various, Yogscast characters. So you have a bunch of Yogscast, or those two, but then I have characters from, I guess, some other streamers. I guess I watched some other Minecraft YouTubers. I don't know if those accounts are around anymore, but I guess those were some of the other YouTubers I had watched for Minecraft back then, but yeah, I only really remember Yogscast. heading back over here, we got some other stuff. This is that third railroad station with the testing center, or the space center, and had a vending machine that would give me a steak, I guess, because that's what every space center needs. A sand floor, a steak dispenser, and a misspelled authorized personnel only sign, and a mission control room that it doesn't have any glass or any window. It's just empty glass with a brick background. And then you have the launch pad right out here. And I guess I had this redstone leading to TNT, so when I flipped it, I blew up the bottom half of the ship. But you go into the little tower here, and yeah, this is just a stone rocket ship. Maybe that was right after I went to, like, Kennedy Space Center or something. I don't know. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Yeah, I have no clue what that's supposed to be. Is that a message? Am I saying hi? I don't know. Over here we have a do not enter sign. What's in here? Is this a reference to something? Because I have no clue if that's a reference to anything. I don't know who those people are. What is it? Am I really gonna grave rob? Oh, there's nothing here. Yeah, I don't know what that is, or why I need that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what all that is. This building, I believe, is a convenience store, because I really like these doors, where they open like that. But I didn't realize you could just do it with a pressure plate on both sides, so you can't exit through the front. You have to open this up, close it behind you, and then you shop in this store that you can't even open the chests in because it's 2 blocks tall. You can't open any of the chests. Go to the checkout. There's 2 giant rooms that control all the redstone for the doors, but you can't even, like, exit that way, so you just have to go out a dingy exit door in the back. Over here you have, like, me planting some jungle trees on top of jungle trees to make a treehouse conglomerate thing. I don't know. What else we got? Here was the actual working door concept that I had pressure plates for, but I didn't realize you could put them on both sides. What's up here? I believe this was me shooting fire charges at a wall thing. What's over here? Oh! Okay, I don't know what's going on here, but I saw this before. If you look up in the sky, there are, I believe, fire charges just floating in the air. I don't know what or how these exist. Did they come from that machine back there? Like, why are they floating in midair? Can I grab one out of midair? I don't want to try grabbing all of them, but can I grab one? No. Oh, that is weird. Oh, that is weird. The texture's like moving where I look. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. As you can see, that's all new terrain over there. You can see one of those like portal ruins. So that's not part of this world. There's like a little dock over here. Wait a minute. One of these floating fire charges is underwater and has bubble effects coming out of it? I'm so confused. Has that happened to anyone else before? I don't know. Yeah, like, that may be something unique. I've never... Well, I don't know. I should probably look that up first, but... there's a little dock shed for the boats. Little dock over here. What's this? Some hut. What's in this hut? Oh. I guess I just shoved a bunch of valuable stuff in this hut, even though this is a creative world. What is this supposed to be? There's a big old hole in the wall. Oh, I guess this is a bank heist. Like, I tried to make a bank heist thing I did for myself, where you go in and there's like a bunch of bank tellers, but you break down the door. There's a vault that you had to break open, and it has a "You mad" sign, and there's nothing in it, like a little bit of trolling. So I guess the goal is to steal everything from the bank, so you go upstairs. There's a bunch of random empty office rooms, nothing special. And then you're like, aha, is this the vault? I'm gonna go in. And then you fall, and it's like, you mad? Because that is classic 2013, you mad Trollface. I had a Trollface t-shirt. In 2013, I had a Trollface t-shirt that says, you mad, question mark. Unironically. I wish I still had it. I don't know where it went, but it is gone forever, and I am sad. We do a massive amount of trolling. But yeah, this is like a haha, you fell for it, you idiots. But you can keep going. I believe there's just more hallways you go through, more empty offices. And then over here you have the actual vault where I think I broke open the bars. And then it makes an alarm when you step on these pressure plates that are not hidden at all. And that alarm is just one single note. And I think I looted everything from the chest. And I broke out of there or something, so... Yeah, it was a little bank heist scene. I think I had, like, exploded this wall to get out or something, so... what else? Oh, I didn't see this before. What is this little baby over here? Near the lava mountain. Is it another castle? How many castles did I make? Oh, I see the moats all frozen up. It is. It is just literally another castle. Like, that my princess is in, so... Mission room? Oh, like a mission, like a religious sort of thing. Maybe like a Spanish fort with those Spanish missions they had. There's a chicken coop over here. Medical center that's just 3 beds with grass. That can't be sanitary. And then again, it was Les Medieval times. I guess this is me experimenting with more doors? Yeah, just more door tests, I guess. I don't know why I was so obsessed with making piston doors. I think they just look cool. Oh god, I said piston doors. He did what in his door? Sorry. I apologize. Anyways, heading back down here. Can I hire you to install security? Yes, that would be epic trolling for security. Definitely. And I think this is the last building right here. This is like a pyramid. And I can go inside this pyramid. And... You know, this is kind of funny how I made another really big pyramid in the other world, and this is like a little precursor to it all the way back then, and then you have this, like, random gold blocks and fire. Oh, and there's a hidden entrance behind it. Ooh, what's down here? Is this a tomb? Oh, it's a treasure room. Look at that. Wow. But yeah, maybe I watched The Mummy or something? I don't know. Good movie. Has Brendan Fraser in it, so... I believe that is it. But, yeah, I spent so much time in this world, and it is... This is the world I remembered from my childhood. So, this was the most nostalgic one by far. And it's smaller than I remember now, but there's so much in it. Like, so much small stuff that it all adds up. Like, I built so much in this place. And this desert area right here, I remember this... bits and pieces, like, for ever since I made it, so. Pretty nice. And we're still not done, though. This marks the end of the old Mac era, where all of these worlds were from the old Mac in my parents' house. So, now, we go on to a different era, and sadly I don't have all the worlds from this, because some of them are on my phone still, and some of them are modded, but we have some of these. And again, all these worlds are... basic. Actually, I'll show this one off. I wasn't planning to, but this one was me. I was watching a bunch of old Star Trek The Next Generation around the time I was making all this other stuff, so here, I'll do this one real quick. I wanted to make the inside of, like, the ship, the USS Enterprise or whatever, so, yeah, this is basically me trying to recreate that. I realized you couldn't place anything diagonally, so the captain's chair is facing the side. And then you just have a bunch of signs instead of computers. And then, I don't know, just random me spamming the keyboard. You have a little meeting room. I think, oh yeah, I named a bunch of the characters. Like, I named a bunch of villagers after characters from the show. So, and they're all the old villagers, so they don't have anything special. There's like a broken room into space over there. There's that room again. Here's like the holodeck, which I misspelled, and it's just open to the outside, and you can see everything. Like on the outside, I built a little scale model right here, and you can see the inside over here. Again, there's nothing too special. Oh yeah, I have all these red shirt characters. I just named all the characters. Oh gosh, so many red shirts. But I made a reference to Radioactive by Imagine Dragons. I made a infirmary, basically. Yeah, nothing too special, really. I don't think there's anything else of note. Oh, here's the transporter room, and I think that's about it. But anyway, let's just go on to the later stuff. This was all from the very early years, like 2013 to 2015, maybe. So, all right, come on, and let's get to the somewhat newer stuff. The oldest of these was this one. This is, I made this in high school on my phone, and I ended up porting it over by transplanting the chunks of this old world onto a new one. So this is the city of Rapture. It was my first attempt to make an actual big city. Again, there was another attempt I wish I could show you that was a lot more crude than this, but it's still on my phone and I can't get it. But we're in a metro system right here, and if I go out of this metro station, it actually works, by the way. This is a fully functional metro station. But we can head up here, and this is actually in a mall. Again, I've shown off this world before. I have a whole stream dedicated to this world, so I'm not going to go into every building, but yeah, basically I just built a giant world here, and you can see all the chunk gore from me transplanting this world onto a completely unrelated one, so you have all these random chunks that are messed up, so... And you can see the like underwater subway and all of these skyscrapers and buildings and a cathedral here. And every world I've made, I've tried one-upping the size of the cathedral. So I made a really small one in the world I wish I could show you that I can't show you right now. That's on my phone. Then I made this cathedral to one-up that one. And then in the next world I'm going to show you all, which I have another stream going over that one separately, I made an even bigger cathedral. And to top it all of that off, in the new in the realm we have, I'm planning to make the biggest cathedral of all. So we'll see. So this is a pretty decent sized one, but there's no like rafters or columns or anything, so that's why I tried one-upping it later on. But yeah, we have like a giant plaza area with like, I think these are voting machines or something. We have a park here with like a coliseum and a pyramid. Funny, this pyramid's actually like a university. Yeah, it's the university. I don't know why I named this place Rapture, because it has nothing to do with BioShock. This place has nothing to do with BioShock. I just wanted to name it that, I guess. There's just a bunch of random buildings here. There's that giant tank that I made my house because I liked giant tanks at the time. I think that was based off of the like Rotulan cruiser or whatever. I made another like Mesoamerican temple, but this is actually a soccer stadium, I believe, if we head in through here. Yep, it's a soccer stadium. And I think it's a hotel and a market on the upper floors, but again, nothing too special. There's like, I think that's a tennis court inside that one. And then you have the like government building of this world, so this is the Senate, and it's based off of, I made it look like the Jedi Temple a little bit from Star Wars, so I wonder if I should get that new Lego Star Wars game. I don't know if it's any good or not, so yeah, again, I won't spend too much time with this, but again, I tried making this look kind of like Senate from Star Wars. Oh, and these blocks right here, these are stone cutters, since Minecraft had stone cutters. But when I transferred the world over, since stonecutters didn't exist in Java, it turned them into this purple error terracotta texture. So, oh wow, the stream is really off. It is not a live broadcast. Anyway, well now it is. I had to update the stream monitor. But anyway, we go through here. Did I use black terracotta instead of concrete? Oh, I did. I guess concrete didn't exist yet. Yeah, no, I don't think it existed. So, I have like an old mall. Actually, I think this one ended up getting abandoned at some point because that bigger new mall we spawned in was made. You have like a metro system underneath here. like another metro station kind of like this, but it's in the middle of the freeway, so good luck with that. A bunch of random looking skyscrapers of various shapes and sizes, some parking lots, a big old baseball field right here, some lag. I don't know, a building that looks like that one building with Big Ben in Britain, even though it's not. I think I made it just like a dining hall and like a radio bell tower mix thing. Again, more random skyscrapers, although they do all like have rooms inside of them. So I tried to make sure every room of every building was filled. You have like a big Tower of Babel inspired building in the center of the city. It actually looks really cool from the very beginning of the city here, where if you go to the very start, you can see it like kind of imposing in the distance. Again, I'm not going to spend too long on this. I made a replica of the Hollywood Tower Hotel right here, where it like gets more abandoned and dilapidated as you go up. But I'll just go in the lobby. Again, I've shown all this off in another stream. If you dig on my channel, you'll find it. It's not hidden or anything. But, so again, I'm just giving you all the light tour. I'll do the same for the next world. I think the last thing I'll show over here, there's like a university campus on the hills over there. And what else? Here's like a little navy yard and a dockyard area for cargo ships. I have a little fort right here. And an airport with a triple-decker airplane, surprisingly, and a double-decker airplane that's really fat. Again, more airport terminals. Here's another little airport terminal with a smaller plane, and then you have some runways right here. Some really small-ass runways. And that's basically it for this one, so yeah. Let's head to the next world. We're getting closer to the end. I don't want the stream to be too long. I just wanted to show off a lot, so let's go in through a quick... What's the next one? Next one is Grantville. We'll go to that one. This one, again, I have a stream by itself going over this world as well, but this is me, a world download from a creative server that I was on, so I didn't create this world, I just made a city on it. It was like a city build server, I think a project city build. We start off in a subway tunnel, and this subway is actually more in-depth than the one in Koof Mall in the realm. And that's where I got the idea for having the track inside the train come from. But of course this is in creative and the other one is not, so of course I would make this one bigger. But you can go through here, there's like a shopping center area with like a fountain that goes out above ground. And you head out here, and again, it's just this big old city. And again, someone else built these like Shinto shrines up here or something, or those type of buildings. But I have all these builds here. This was around, like, I believe 2017 or so that explains this building right here. Because, you know, you gotta be epic and cringe, so you gotta do the funny frog thing. But this was actually an indoor water park, as you can see right here. I just made a water park in here. It was like a, kind of like a Great Wolf Lodge, but for edgy people. Never thought I would say that sentence in my life before. Oh yeah, here's the flag I made. This is like a car dealership, I think? Yeah, it's a really weird car dealership. Oh my god. But, here's some, like, AT-ATs for some reason. I just made some AT-ATs. And funny thing is, I wish I could find the world. It may be out there somewhere. But I built another city for the same server. This server updated to this creative world later. But before that, I built a smaller city on their earlier creative world. So this is a museum I made for the old city. This is the old city that was in a different version of the server that I do not have preserved. And this is the flag for the one we're standing in right now. And of course, all the maps are broken, because these maps relied on that thing. I think the old town was called Brightonfeld. And not spelled like the one in Europe. And all these other things. again, if you want the full story, find the stream I have fully explaining this world. We're not going to spend too much time in it. You have the executive branch that looks like it's in a safari or something. You have the legislative branch and the judicial branch. You have a giant ship that looks like it came from Star Wars. I built the ship before I built the city, so again, it's just like a Star Wars style ship, I guess. That does have a fully made interior, but yeah, I mean like this cruiser that looks kind of like a Venator, but slightly different, just with more guns. This world had its own generation, like its own unique terrain generation, so all these things over there, that's a city someone else built. This entire world is massive and full of things other people built. But I have like an old town that was an old Minecraft village that I just added stuff to. It came with these like, it auto-generated these like abandoned temple ziggurat things. This is the cathedral that one-upped the cathedral I just showed you all. This is the most impressive cathedral I have built to date. I want to upstate it, though, with the newest one. I want to make one better than this, though. So if we go in here, you can see the effort I put to the inside of this cathedral and the massive working at the end. I want to make something even bigger and grander than this. I don't know how I'm going to top it, especially in survival, because I made this in creative. I want to find a way to top it. Then there's all this other stuff. There's like a weird world edit terrain bug. You have like trains that go everywhere. I've shown off that temple. There's a maze inside that temple that in the center of the maze is a giant image of the "you know I had to do it to him" guy from that one meme. There's another side of the city. I built like a whole other smaller city right here. In fact, I kind of want to use some of the designs from some of these temples for stuff I'm making in Coop Mall, actually. Let me reload some of this. So yeah, like I made a little public bath thing. Here's another temple. I like the way that one looks. I may copy that. In fact, I'm gonna screenshot that. Then we have again more temples. That one actually looks pretty cool. Let me screenshot that one too, because I made this one before, and I think temples like this would look cool. And again, someone else made that giant bridge system over there, because that's part of another city. Made all sorts of other stuff, like an industrial center. And I'll wrap this one up over here. Someone made like a space freighter cargo ship over here. And what else? That's something someone else made from that old world edit bug, but them pleading for people to fix it. This is another cargo ship port area. And then here's just another section of the ship. This is, just a football field. So I just straight up made a little football field right here. And this is an old village that was buried, and it became a tourist attraction because it was destroyed by that old bug that messed up the city. So everything here is built on top of it. It has the world's smallest train station. Actually, no, I've made smaller. And then across this bridge is the world's thinnest river with a little beach. And then you have like some apartments. Did I actually fill out the inside of this place? Oh, I did, huh? Actually put some effort into these, because everyone else made really impressive stuff. There's like playground. I tried making a suburb here with a bunch of like middle-class housing. One of the houses was built over a ravine, so I made it look like the house was like consumed by the ravine with like debris everywhere, that sort of thing. But yeah, I think that's everything for this world. Again, I have my own stream entirely for that. There's a weird like proto-Rome city someone else made over there that looks way better than this one. Yeah, I didn't make the most impressive stuff, so oh well. we did have cans of Pepsi though. You could have, and that's bread. You use like player heads to have like little furniture like that. So anyway, on to the next world. We're coming near the end here. We have, I think, 2 or 3 left. Just our roommates talking about something. We're planning something for the end of the semester. Alright, let's see what's left. There's 2 more worlds left. This one is a thing I played with my sister when I first did worlds, or realms. So this is from my first time I had Minecraft Realms. This is the world download after we ended the realm, but I built a big old castle right here. So this is the castle that I lived in. You head out here. I actually did make it like a defensible castle and everything. I have a horse over here named Belfast. But yeah, I made a working castle. And a little farm up here. Pathway. There's like a minecart track over here. I made a pathway. I'll walk over to her house because she made her house inside a glacier. Let's see, so there's that, and over here I just made this pathway you could walk or run across. And it splits off here. Right here is a iron farm that I made. A very simple iron farm up there. But we keep walking over here. I made like a boat pathway there, so that's why that hole's been cut through the ice. Oh, oh shoot, I fell. Oh well, I'll just swim. Oh, that looks cool. I wonder how neat it would be if you made it a base entirely in an iceberg, but it was like this where some of it was underwater and you could look out underwater. I think that would be a cool base idea. And this is her place right here. She has a snowman. Yeah, this is her base. So nothing too special, just us having a little bit of fun. In fact, this was, I think we were playing this like a year ago. So this was, or a year or 2 ago maybe, so this was more recent. Besides that, there's 1 world left. And I've showed this one off before too, so I won't spend too much time on it. Basically, this is from the Minehut server we had. Or one of the 2 Minehut servers. The first one, I don't know if there was ever a world download of, but I have, my longest stream I have ever done on this channel was a video from the old world that I did not save, and that was like a 7-hour stream. That was something. I don't know how I did that, but I believe that was my freshman year of college, but this last world is more recent. It is from right before I started the realm. Let's go for... Actually, it may have been during the series. But the main reason I wanted to save this realm is not because of the other builds we have, because we had like a railroad going between a small group of our bases and a village that we traded in. Like a little walled village. But the main reason that I stayed around was this. Because I decided to make my base a 1-to-1 recreation of the aircraft carrier Akagi. And again, I've shown this off before, and that's like a mob farm someone else made. I think Nerd made that back then, or someone else. I don't know who. Maybe Pleb made that. But when the server ended, I only had half of it complete, but I finished the other half of it after the world download. So this is like the very first place everyone spawned. So this is like an old base some people made on the server before everything else was created, but like they were trolling each other by having pitfall traps and all these other things. And yeah, so I wasn't a part of this one. Again, another pitfall trap. But again, the main thing was me literally just building a 1-to-1 recreation of the aircraft carrier Akagi and calling that my base, even though I only used like this little front portion of it for the base. So yeah, let's just say I put a lot of work into this, and I wanted to save it, so Yeah. Oh yeah, and there's a skeleton horse, because we activated a skeleton horse fight at one point. And I can go down here, and literally, this is my survival base right here in this server. It was all just in the very bow of the ship, and of course there's like a little map of it. I had like a 3D model I was working off of. I made a aquarium that I gathered exotic fish for, and I think you helped me with it. You helped me get these fish, right, Altair? I think? Either it was you or someone else, but you helped me get all these fish. Because yeah, this is from that one time. I never did anything with the rest of the hull, though. Like, there's just so much space, I couldn't use it all. I just wanted a recreation, and of course, there's the name of the ship right there. I wonder what my favorite warship is. But anyways, I made like a little hangar deck and elevators right here. I didn't put too much detail on the inside. I just wanted the outside to have all the detail. Like, I made all the walkways, the anti-aircraft emplacements, all like the netting on the sides, the towers that it had, or these like, I forgot what the use of these was for, but then the small island, the port side of the ship, all that other stuff. But yeah, yeah, it was you. That's what I thought. Yeah. And it's funny because I kept this base a secret while I was building it for the first part. So it was like the first third of the ship was complete, and I ended up like letting them know, oh yeah, I finished part of my base for now, and then I let some people come and see, and they're like, oh, that's what you've been doing this whole time. So I just wasted so much time doing this, but it was worth it. I enjoyed it, and yeah, so that was the first time I had ever like built a one-to-one recreation of something in Minecraft, and yeah, this ship means a lot to me in more ways than I could ever explain here. So what is this? Oh, this is like underwater ruins. I've never actually seen the desert variants of underwater ruins before. I only see like the other variants, like the stone brick variants. I never actually saw the underwater desert ruins, even though this one did not spawn underwater properly. But yeah. In fact, what is this glowing thing over here? I'm getting distracted by something shiny. Watch it just be like some ravine or something. What is this? Oh, no, it's just a torch. I don't know why there's a torch there, but okay. But it is nice seeing, like, the whole ship off in the distance, so I just put way too much work into that. But she turned out great, so I'm thankful for it. Anyways, I think that is the perfect place to wrap things up, because aside from that, the only other world that has, been as impactful is the current one. The one from, Kufmol, the realm. But again, there's that problem I mentioned with the realm where all the signs disappeared. In fact, I'll show you all what I mean, just to cap it off, since, Kufmol is the most recent part of the history of this, so we'll end the stream off right here. Let me load it up. But yeah, I'm gonna have to be redoing a lot of signs if I can't fix this, and I don't think I can because it's happened to a bunch of other people too on the realms. At first, I thought it was me messing with these save files, because I archived a bunch of worlds I didn't need, and maybe, like, me archiving some of these would break it, but, like, wait a minute, that wouldn't touch the realm itself, right? Because when you save a download of the realm, it should do something else. See, these are signs I replaced right now, but this is one of the signs I was talking about. Like, the text is there, and I can't see it unless I use a command on this sign, but this sign used to have text on it. And if I pull out one of these books, and I look at the book, it says 1 of 3 pages. Pages are all blank. Let's look at one of these. Here, let me bring out this one. Page 1 of 2. There's nothing there. So it's just so weird, you know? And that happened to every book. I don't think there's a single book that survived. In fact, let me look at the very first book. Yep, empty. Completely empty. So, and I don't want to get rid of them because I'm like, well, what if I can fix it at some point? But it's all so confusing. And again, I went into creative to see if I could, like, fix something, because this isn't the server itself. This is a world download of it, like a backup. So, as you can see, if I fly around here in this world download, this is the city, you know? This is the city that has taken up all that time since that old server shut down. This is what I've been doing. And it's been a ride, I'll say that much. Of course, this is the most nostalgic music. Of course, this is the most recent building I built, but all the signs are invisible, so... all the copies of the newspaper that I spent 4 hours making just a few nights ago. Empty. Fun, fun, fun. But funny, this was supposed to be the Bun Bun Maru Gazette headquarters. But, yep, and these signs for the Metropolitan Transit Authority, these ones are blank too. Oh well, but these signs are fine. All these street signs are fine because they're old, but I guess the others got wiped. And this one got partially wiped. You see this one? It said Margatroyd Estate before, but now it just says Estate. In fact, what if I try getting data for this one? I press F3 / data get block my current position. It's not a block entity. Let me try 68. Not a block entity. Am I in the right place? Let me try where my eyes are. Maybe that worked before? Well, it worked before. Maybe I have to try something else. Oh well, I'll figure it out later. Anyways, I think that's it for this stream. So I'll figure out what's going on with all this eventually. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. It's a mess. But I spent so much time doing all this. Oh well. Alright, well, I will see you all next stream, and I don't know when or what it will be about because of this issue, and again, with summer coming up, it's going to make things a lot more complicated, so, you know, my camera's messed up for this. You can see a little version of me in the corner. Hello. Let's just go back to gaming. I need to fix that. But anyway, I hope you all have a good rest of your day, and I will talk to you soon. Or I will tell you all what's going on next time. Check in the Discord. So, have a good night.